All right, we are live on Facebook land here. Um, hey, today's topic is with Kayla. We've got ROI Live in 5. We do this almost every week. If we're on vacation or something, then we're not here. But today will probably go down as one of my favorites. I'm guessing because Kayla's gonna bring it. And this it's funny. This was taught to both of us, I'm guessing, through EOS, really.
Mm.
So we've got to give credit where credit's due there. However, there's been some adaptations, even in Ciprani Consulting, with our own team around this, and then with other teams that we coach and consult. Slight, small adjustments on things, but we are today going to talk about rating your team members based on values. And listen, for everybody who's listening, I'm just going to prep you. It can feel really inhuman. I don't know. It can feel a little funky when it's all, is this person a plus, a minus, or both, and why? And you're just kind of dwindling them down into this rating. So it can feel a little funky. However, it really does help bring clarity. And I think Kayla's like, she's just mastered this technique and has helped so many people do it. And so that's why we wanted to bring her on today to talk through it. Kayla, I'm gonna kind of chuck it to
Yeah.
you to like explain the whole thing and what you do around this.
Yeah. So I'm going to expand it slightly to say the whole people analyzer too, which
Yeah.
is, how I do things. Like I just don't fit into a box. But
Yeah.
the, okay, so here's what's happening, right? Like one, we need to identify our core values if we have or haven't. However, what we're about to talk to you about is a good check if your core values are good. Like this is a way to test the
Yeah.
correctness or the fit of the core values. And with that, I would say what she's saying, it feels icky. I don't know that this needs to feel icky, right?
It doesn't.
Because
Yeah. It
our
can
core
if you're not.
values are who we are and what we value, but that doesn't mean that there's not other good things that we are not and that we do not value. So I know it like we instantly feel that way of like, I'm rating someone, ugh. But I'm also like, but this is a fit test, not a goodness test. Okay. So we, you know, on the whole, we all know that if we are in the environments that are most aligned with who we are as people, as individuals, that's where we'll flourish. If we're in a space where we're not aligned, we're not going to flourish. So this is meant to bring forward and forth human flourishing into the
Yeah.
best fit. Um, because there are times that I've used this and said, you know what, like you are so wonderful. And if I could craft team for you, this is the kind of lead generation that I think you're the best fit for, but that's not the way our team operates. Have you looked at these three places?
Mm.
Because, like, if I try to say you need to fit in this box, but honestly, you're really wired to do something different, then let's let you go do that different thing
Yeah.
because that's where you'll flourish. Okay. So I kind of just, and I'm not saying that as like, when we say we can't say that there are problems, there's only opportunities. Like it's not the like mental games, it's just truth. Like
Yes.
if you put me in a room of dimly lit, all engineers only staring down at a paper and never talking to anybody, like I'm just not going to flourish. Neither
Yeah.
is Lindsay. And
Yeah.
my husband is an engineer and flourishes with less,
He loves it.
interaction. So, and
Yeah.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. So this is a fit question. So, um, this tactic is helpful in a few ways. One, when we're hiring, two, when we're evaluating, and three, when in our leadership meetings, we're kind of having that frequent flyer person, right? If you're meeting with your team leaders, there is someone's name who is coming up as an issue over and over again.
Yeah.
Um, and nobody wants to like be mean or rude about this person, and we don't need to be. So when you hear someone's name over and over, you say, everybody stop. We're gonna all take out a piece of paper and we're gonna rate this person separately without talking about it. This gets to like cut to the quick really fast. and figure out if this is the right fit, because fit is based on core values, or if they need training. And that's that other part of people analyzer. If they do they get the job? Do they want the job? And do they have the capacity, meaning time and skills, ability to do the job? So
Yeah.
let's go to core values and how we're rating them. So what you do is you write out your core values on a piece of paper. Linz, do you want us to do this with Ciprani's, like as
Yeah,
an
we can do
example?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good one.
So let's, I wish you could list them out right now, but so you'll list them out
Okay. Yep. So we've
and
got
then,
heart, humble,
yeah,
teamwork, and stewardship.
yeah. Okay. Heart, humble, teamwork, and stewardship. I'm writing them down.
I was gonna say we maybe could do the whiteboard too, but
Yeah.
you want to do
That'd be
that?
good. Yeah, we could do that.
Because then I think everybody will see it. That
You may
actually
do
won't
it
be
or you
the
do it.
worst thing. I am pulling it up. New board. Let me just make sure they can see it on um the screen. Well, we're delayed, so let me just see here. All right.
I'm in
I can
school.
see it on there. All right, good. I
Okay.
can see it.
Okay. So
So,
write the words. So use the text. Yeah. Okay. Teamwork, stewardship.
okay.
Okay. And then across the top you're going to put someone's name. So
Yep. So we'll put
um
Lindsay.
well, I would put it, yeah. And you can rate multiple people by putting them in like columns, on the top. And we
Yep.
rated every single person of our leadership team. We rated our entire team once a year just as a good check. So the options are plus, which is this person is this way most of the time.
Yep.
Plus, and then minus, this person is very rarely this way. And then plus minus, sometimes they're this way, sometimes they're not this way.
Yep.
And you determine as a team which what your minimum standard is. So,
Is your preference to do that too? Like each person does it like on a separate piece of paper and then yeah.
yes.
Right.
So if we were all doing it about Bob, which we don't have on our team, and we're in a leadership team meeting, like ever taken out, and we all would always know our core values, write them down in the same order, and we just
Mm.
quickly go plus minus or plus minus.
Yep.
For our team, we had 5 core values. We allowed 2 plus minuses and no minuses.
So you have to determine what you're going to
Yeah,
allow versus what you're not. Yep.
right. And we allowed some plus minuses because there's just like seasons, right, of ability. Like
Mm.
if I was being rated for our team, I've been less available over this since the hurricane. And so someone might rate my teamwork as plus minus because of availability, not because I'm like not a team player, but
Right.
that might make plus minus okay, right?
And we probably should say too, it's really important in my opinion to kind of have a definition for each too, because
Yes.
sometimes you could think something different. And so just to bring those definitions up, especially as you're starting this until
Yes.
you get the hang of it, is just to revisit that a little bit each time.
Yes.
Cool.
And so you just go through and rate. Okay. So if Lindsay Hart, we might say plus, humble, whatever we're going to say. We plus,
Right.
plus, minus, minus. Okay. And then
Yep.
we all compare. And so we're together and we're like, okay, what did everyone rate Lindsay for Hart? Okay.
Yep.
Whatever she got the most of, that's what she is.
Okay.
Um, and then we have our answer there, right? Like if this person is the right fit.
Mm.
And because if you're trying to test your core values and see if you got the right ones, because what we don't want to have when we're talking about setting core values, which isn't what this conversation's about, but if we're trying to test them, this is a
Yeah.
way to test them. So think of someone who no way, no how should be on my team. Okay?
Yeah.
That person, rate them like in your mind. Okay, how does random terrible person rate on heart?
Right.
Not terrible person. Person who is just not aligned with me but should run
Not
their
aligned
business
with
in
me.
another way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How do they rate? And if they don't rate well, that's a good indicator that you've picked some good core values.
Mm.
So that's how you do it. And then you can do people's names all across the top, like and just rate. And I would encourage you to rate your whole team once a year,
Yeah.
just as a good barometer, like where are we? What's going on? And then don't allow or be hospitable to repeated conversations about the same person.
Yeah.
Just pull scrap sheet of paper out and write it down and get your answer, because your
Yeah.
answer will be, if that is not a fit, then they're not a fit within this organization and we got to figure out something else for them. If it's just a
Yeah.
capacity or skills issue, they'll be a great fit here. Or if it's a role issue, sometimes we have a great person in the wrong role. Like, but the core values is, should they be a part of this organization?
Yes. Yeah, and it's funny. I just want to bring you back to something that you had said when we were like getting ready for this. Like you
Yeah.
said, there's always these frequent flyers in the
Yes.
meetings and whatever, which I just liked that term. I liked the way
Yeah.
you said that. Because I feel like there's people that you talk about regularly, you guys, and then like you come to us as consultants. We love that, by the way. But you give us your version of like, hey, like this is what's going on, and like they did this and this, and there's no other side of it, right? We're hearing your side,
Right.
and you're really just looking for justification from a consultant to be like, yeah, that's probably not the right fit. But we wanted to give you tools that would
Yeah.
allow you to sit down and think through that yourself. So you don't even have to call somebody, because if you truly know what your values are, and by the way, that is hard. We've switched that as a company a couple times. Kayla was actually the one who came up with heart for us for the company because it just felt like it made more sense
Yeah.
than some of the other stuff. And but it that one has been really instrumental for us, and the definition behind it has been instrumental in trying to figure out, do we have the right person? Um, but what I would say is like you guys can do this, and if you're
Yes.
clear around your values, you can have clarity around your people
Yes.
without feeling like you need validation from other people.
Yes. It is. It's black and white, crystal clear.
It is.
Once
And
you have the right values. Yeah.
then when you find out that you've got somebody that maybe is just a very talented person, they're just not the right fit in your organization, it does make it easier to be
Yeah.
like, hey, like, let's find you another place. And by the way, Ciprani Consulting would love to hear from you guys about those people. Like if we can help them find another job, we'd love that. We can't always do that, but we're here to help. So,
Yeah.
any last thoughts, Kayla, around any of this before we send them on their way? Obviously, they can call you. Obviously, we can run
Please
this
do.
process
Yeah.
with them, do it with them. Like Kayla's an expert in all things EOS, and would love to talk through any of this with anybody. But what else?
From my time in consulting people, everyone is scared of the core values conversation, of defining them, because they feel like they're going to define them incorrectly or create the wrong ones. And I would say whatever your first gut instinct is right.
Yeah.
Like, don't overthink it. You can
Yep.
overcomplicate this and then it becomes sterile. Please don't make it sterile and make it you, because that's where you'll have the most clarity around every process in your organization, including your people.
Yes.
Um, and it's also how people find you, right? Actually, to Soprano, like in the Soprano consulting world, heart is so important to me. Like
Yeah.
everyone has heart and cares, and there is a human behind every file and every stat and every graph, and that was meaningful to me. And I could
Yeah.
see it, I mean, from knowing Lindsay from, far away, but if you can identify those things well, it will attract the right people to you too.
Yeah. Ooh, such a good one. All right. Well, thank you. As always, reach out to us. We're here to help you.
Happy to
We
help.
are consulting people and businesses across the country and in Canada regularly. And this is one that we feel really passionate about because, again, it allows you to do it yourself a little bit, even though we're
Yes.
here to help. So,
I do
all
this
right.
weekly with people we consult.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Weekly. Thank you, Kayla. I'm so appreciative. You're
Thank
the
you, Beth.
best. Bye.
Bye.